So this should be a fantastic race. Put on your seatbelts. We're going fast. And the run is underway. We're already doing a run and dash turnaround strategy on the intro screen. Daisui has not actually started yet. I'm actually curious if he missed the timer countdown in the chat.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Daisui started with the rest of the group.
Yeah, Daisui might not have been aware. He might have...
he is not in the race room either. I think he decided
Oh,
to
no, did he lose... Oh, he might have lost the race room. That is possible. Oh, my. That is unfortunate if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm sure he decided not to just not join this race.
Yeah, he may not join this race, so we have to. We probably should replace Daisui momentarily with another runner. We will try and work on that for you guys. So it looks like he, in fact, that time at the top might be saying he's going to take part in the next race. He might be taking a break right now. So that might be what the message on his stream is indicating. He's not in this race, so we will need to change him out. The other three runners, meanwhile, we do have Retro Bob working, and actually all three runners, I should say, are working on Yoshi's Island 3 at this point. And we will get this synced up for you momentarily as well. We do have the three runners on the bottom here, or two runners on the bottom pretty much synced up. The Retro Bob is a few seconds behind on the timer. And we have a 2:59 for both runners on the bottom. I presume Retro Bob is going to have that as well. Yes, a 2:59.
All right, great job from everyone. Let's see if we have any shell jump attempts in this next level. No, Maiba and Umar not getting the shell jump. Retro Bob going for his attempt.
Okay, we are being joined now by Venom Play in the top right, so we are going to have four runners here now. We'll see where Venom Play is, but I think we're joining literally on a black screen, so it's going to be a moment before he comes to life here. And there he is. He's going into Iggy's castle, it looks like. And Umari is all four runners are in the same room now. This is getting pretty close now.
Absolutely, they've been doing great so far. Let's see if we have any differences here at the end of the Iggy fight. I always like seeing that slide strat that I saw Umar pull off, sliding down the slope as he shoots fireballs at Iggy. I think everyone but Maiba went for that strat as well.
And they all got through the fight very quickly, it looks like, as well. So we're on good pace here right now.
All right, and they're going to be entering DP1 to grab a cape and fly over the level to the key exit.
What level? Umari didn't quite get the same takeoff as everyone else did. The other runners look like they got up there very quickly. And this All runners are right neck to neck as they go into Donut Secret 1. The last race was like this as well. We just have a little bit of differences here and there over the course of the run. I'm sure that will happen here as well. But can you just imagine if all 4 runners got to the sunken ship at the same time and we just basically got to say orb repeatedly one after another?
It'd be much easier on my throat, that's for sure. Yep, they're staying nice and synced, except for Venom Play lagging a little bit behind.
Looks like Retro might just be a hair behind the. Yep, he's just about a couple tenths of a second behind here at this point. Does get the first, all of them get the first jump up there, and Venom Play right behind them. Very good levels from all 4 of them.
Oh yeah, they're doing quite well. They should stay somewhat together in the next 2 levels. We'll see if they all 4 decide to go for the early P speed. Ooh, Venom not getting it, having to go back to get P speed back on the platform as the other 3 fly off fast.
Yeah, they're leaving them behind. That's unfortunate. Venom Play is going for some swag coins, though. Umari with a slight lead here based on what we see on the restream. In fact, he and Retroball both got a 263. Maiba got a 262. So very good times on that level.
All right, Umar taking that shallow flight too, seeing how low he can take it. Lost escape, so he's gonna have to do a little sketchy run through the level to get the flight up again.
And Retrobob takes the lead off Umari here because Umari did stop a little bit there. Maiba is also ahead now as well. So Retrobob and Maiba are currently the 2 leaders here. Venom Play still coming up in 4th place on the restream. Ooh, Maiba did not get the cape jump. Didn't get on the second try either. This is a very difficult jump. It's definitely not as easy as it appears.
Oh, yeah.
Almost had it. Almost had it. Now finally gets it. And he now comes up just behind Venom Play in 4th place on that because he had some trouble with that jump.
It can always be sketchy to get that the second time after your first failed attempt. Umar losing the Morton flight at the spring, unfortunately. While Venom Play leaves his behind.
Retrobrob bonks on the off the spring into the ceiling for a moment there. That has to give him a bit of a headache. And Venom Play had to hurry up to make sure he made the cycle to get through the gap there. And all the runners do get the quick kill. So, still pretty good pace here. Retrobob's slightly ahead, but still a very good pace for all 4 of the runners here.
Yeah, it's been a great run so far.
Meanwhile, Mario just kung fu's the castle like it is made of sandpaper. A nice ground pound there, getting the shells overturned. Retrobob jumps up. Very perfect Vanilla Dome. 362 it looks like, or 382 it looks like. In fact, 3 of our runners got a 382. Unfortunately, Venom Play having a little bit more difficulty does get the cape back up. Bide. Unfortunately, lost 11 seconds. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to talk about Mabel getting past where he took damage last in the race. Earlier, he did just fine.
And Vampire getting in the pipe, so he's going to come up out of this stage in 4th place. Retro Bob slightly ahead now on... I swear there's a stage down there. Vanilla Secret 2, and Maiva is also in Vanilla Secret 2. Umari is also in Vanilla Secret 2. So these runners are still on very good pace with each other at a flyover stage. We're now in the Yoshi buffet. Fortunately, there's no Yoshi here to have a buffet on the Dolphins.
Yeah, looks like Retro Bob is maintaining quite the lead so far. He's going to be hitting that fortress first.
And I remember in the last race, he did do the Twompty Spa as well, so we'll see if he goes for that again on this run.
Yeah. I did have trouble on Ludwig's Castle, which is the next that he will be coming up on later. So hopefully he can maintain his lead through that.
I recall that what happened was he flew into a Poodaboo and it caused him to take a dip in the unholy fire below. And he took another death when he was Small Mario. So, yeah, that cost him some time in that run, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it's definitely something that can happen. Flight Speed has a lot of determination on whether or not you're going to survive that room, too. Alright, Reznor giving Bob a little bit of trouble. It looks like he's gonna make it out of there just fine. Still has cape. Oh, where's Maiba goes screaming in. Same with Umar, just getting rid of Rez super fast. Venom will be there shortly. It's time for everyone's favorite auto-scroller.
Oh, sorry, you said something about an auto-scroller? You said something about an auto-scroller?
Oh yeah, we gotta keep people awake here. Let's see if any of them tries to do some swag flying. Looks like Umar's going for it. Let's see how long he stays aloft. Bob's taking what I consider the smarter approach here and staying on his feet. The other two are just going for it. Umar staying dangerously low, just like DP4. Look at that flight speed. How fast is he? He's going negative speed right now.
Oh, Umari is just going for all the swag. As fun as it is to do when you're not in a run, I think is just risky in a speed run. I'm not going to change that opinion. I'm sorry.
Right? It's rare to have other people's speed runs raise my heart rate, but that's what's going on right now. I don't see any shells. Doesn't look like anyone's going for any swag for the dupes just yet. They have another chance to grab a shell if they're quick about it. Nope, no one's going for the dupe swag. They're gonna keep you guys in resident sleeper mode.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I was taking a nap.
Oh, that's easy to happen.
Yeah.
All right, and Bob is the first to wake up. The other three still in dreamland right now.
Oh, we're speedrunning. Okay, good.
Maiba taking that extra little chance with Umar to get some speed running in, getting that pipe fly to get to the exit a hair faster.
Any little tech you can take helps. And welcome to another flyover stage in Butterbridge 2, as we are just going to fly over the hordes of flying Koopas who have made this their vacation playground for flying here in the sky.
Yeah, at the end of the day, is there much difference between a flyover and an auto scroll? At this level of gameplay, they're not going to drop out of the sky too often.
If they do, it will be an unfortunate circumstance.
All right, Retro Bob going back to face room 2 again. Let's hope he comes out with the cape first try.
Yeah, the memories of the last race right here in this room are still probably haunting him.
Sticking with the cape strat.
Will he make it this time? He made it. He's good.
That's good flight speed. Yeah, he went a little slower this time, and that kept him behind Potables.
Grabs the fire flower and starts climbing the fences. Good speed through there. Going for the quick kill on Ludwig. Bing, bang. Bop. And nonchalantly grabbing the feather and saying, "What fire?" Ooh, Venom Play was going a little fast for the Poodaboos, but stopped and pounded the ground and just slowed down a little bit so we can keep going underneath the fireballs as they continue to rise. Yeah,
that was a very smart save on his part. It's hard to think that fast whenever you're trying to process all that information in room 2 at once.
And now the runners are one by one causing the Koopa Fortress to go blasting off again! And all runners are done that fortress now. Venom Play still has to celebrate, but Retro Bob is the first runner to make it down to Forest Evolution 1. And let's see if he decides to go for the wing clip today.
Yeah, seeing him get Yoshi wings would be good. We did see him practice this before the race. So let's see if he goes for it in this. He's getting close to the green Koopa. He'll probably need in his mouth. So he's got the shell. He's flying under. This looks like an attempt to me.
Yeah, very good attempt so far. Ooh, got the people. He's going to just carry on.
Yep, he could continue to get the wings if he wanted to, but failed. It's easier to just grab the Yoshi and move on. You've already wasted time with one failed attempt, you know?
Mega also made the attempt and did the same thing. Umari, though, does get it. He is going to save some seconds here, and he's already back on the map ahead of Maiba.
Great job.
This just got even closer.
Yeah, he's going to be right behind Retro Bob as they go for their Yoshi clips here.
First try Yoshi clip is going to be important here. And Retro Bob does not get it. Will Umari get it on the first try? No. Will Maiba get it on the first try?
Yes.
Maiba gets it on the first try. Retro Bob following right behind Umari, stuck waiting to try it again here with the blue Yoshi.
Yep, you see how much an attempt like that can put you in the lead, especially when you deal with something that cycled, like those urchins coming up.
Umari makes it in. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Umari gets in. Will Venom Play get on the first try, make up some time on these fine runners? Let's see if he can get it first try. Ooh, he got kicked out. Ooh. Ugh. Take 2. Misses completely.
Now, it's hard when Yoshi actually hits the floor because that will start randomizing Yoshi's subpixel, which is this trick is heavily reliant on.
He loses the cape on the urchin, and he's firing at that urchin in rage right now. He's going to move on and just give up. It looks like he's just going to save time and go through the stage normally.
We're getting the dirty bubbles from Retro and Maiba.
He might be going for the easy clip down here, actually, because there is another spot down here I believe I saw in the prior run that you can clip in as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he may be going for that spot. He's actually heading down there. So yeah, it looks like he might be trying that right down here.
Wasn't able to get that Rip Van Fish up at the top. It could cause issues if he's not fast, but he is. It gets in.
And he makes it. But he is significantly behind now with that failed couple of attempts and losing the cape. He's going to have another cape too somewhere. And we have Maiba and Retrobob literally just about a couple tenths of a second apart entering the Fortress of Dive. Both make the dive. Both are in the spike section. Umari is right behind entering the fortress. He is now going to go through his lava section while the others are finished the spikes. And both runners are now flying over the blocks. They're both going in the door almost.
Wow.
Oh, Bob gained the lead. Umari is still going through the spikes.
Yeah, Retrobob chose to fly over the stairs where Maiba decided to go ahead and release flight and jump over them.
So Bob takes the lead in that stage. Umari does finish the stage as well, but he is about 10 seconds, I want to say, maybe 10, 15 seconds behind. Venom Play is back to grab his cape from Forest of Illusion 1 before he heads down any further. And Venom Play almost missed the cape.
Yeah, almost grabbing that star. That was a very sketchy cape grab there.
I mean, he would have been able to kill everything, but not what he wanted. And 3 of Roy's castles have been blown up. Venom Play is going to surf through, or not surf, but it works, surf in the sky through Forest of Illusion 3, going to make his way to Roy's castle. The 2 runners on the left are now in Chocolate Island 1. Umari is following behind.
They're neck and neck. Let's see if they both get pipe fly. I believe they did.
They did.
Yep. So
Oh,
they will
this
stay
is a
neck
good
and neck
race.
for this. You would have been able to see the difference if one of them didn't. There's a huge difference between 51 and 64 flight speed. Hard to tell unless you see them side by side, though.
Oh, Bob goes back for the spring for the spare cape. Maiba just goes on with a fire flower.
He's got that 200 IQ during race formats. It's good to have that backup. Alright, making their way through the spookiest of ghost houses. Going over the fishing booth, hoping not to lose cape. There is a pipe hidden in the ceiling that is keeping them down.
I didn't know there was a pipe up there.
Oh yeah, that's why they have to stay so close to that fishing booth. There is one random pipe that will mess your whole day up. Alright, and Maiba also getting that door fly.
And Maiba's first into Chocolate Island 2, and this is the what I like to call the randomizer stage, because different kinds of scenarios will give you a different map. Of course, it is all set; it's not random. But the main one we're concerned about is getting through the second map with 250 or more seconds remaining. That gets you to the secret area. That gets you the key, and that gets you the access to the chocolate secret stage. And Retro Bob and Maiba are both in there. Venom Play is still working on Chocolate Island 1. Going to get his rocket boost. There it is. He's flying at rocket speed through the mid-tape. And actually loses his boost. He didn't get high enough to avoid the charging chuck. Going to have to go through stage normally now. So that's unfortunate.
Oof, yeah, that's a scary place to lose flight. Lots of people don't know what the ground looks like in that level.
Umari is going through Chocolate Secret right behind Retro Bob and Maiba. Maiba leading the group of 4 on stream here. Very, very close race on the left. This should get very exciting. And Maiba first in the pipe, Retro Bob second. Umari is about 2 parts of the screen behind. He'll be getting in the pipe now.
Yep, they're staying so close together.
Venom Play is bopping the holder of the Purifying Fire.
Yeah, he's trying to ride that fishing, but it's a very scary strat because you can't cape cancel off of them. You have to try to move away and not take damage. Ooh. Ooh, flying just a tile or two too late. Not getting the cape cancel through the boost. He did have a backup cape, fortunately. He's going to have a tough time as those boos are guarding the door. Hopefully he despawns them. Good job. And Retro Bob and Maiba and Maiba and Umar making their way into Wendy's castle to show off some cape tech.
There's only a few stages left. Any one mistake by either of them in this could give up the first place ranking in this race and also cost them some time on their qualifier, obviously.
Absolutely. Any time loss at this point is a bad time loss. There's not a lot of safety here. Ooh, Maiba having a rough time getting past those little Sparkies. Did just fine. I was worried he was going to lose his cape.
Both are doing the Wendy fight right now. Maiba does get through perfect. So does Retro Bob Umari. I think that was his first hit. Should have 2 more. There's the second hit. Venom Play going to Chocolate Secret right now as Umari finishes the Wendy fight. They are still about 10-15 seconds apart, ladies and gentlemen, between all 3 runners. This is an excellent race. When we're going to the Ghost Ship, we're going to have a lot of grabbing of orbs very soon. Just to talk about this Ghost Ship that we're coming into, this is a callback to Super Mario Bros. 3. In Super Mario Bros. 3, the theme was that you had 7 Koopa kids who each own a lovely flying fortress, which not a lot of kids get to have, but they all did because, you know, their father is an evil overlord creature who is also a turtle. So the whole idea was to defeat all of the airships. So this is basically an airship along the veins of that airship in that game. The orb in this stage that grown men are known to utter in low voices about is the same thing that Boom Boom drops in the fortresses in that game. This one just wound up on the airship, and it's a nice callback to both elements of Super Mario Bros. 3 and what was the next game following it.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll see some good Boomerang despawns from these guys. Retro Bob getting his turn back in.
I'm being corrected on my verbiage, by the way. Bowser is their uncle.
He still treats him pretty well for an uncle.
That is so, yep. Maiba is first into the drop zone. Retro Bob is second into the drop zone. Umari got a perfect despawn. That's a great despawn. He's going to be third into the drop zone. Venom Play is going through Wendy's castle, 1 stage and a half behind. Ooh, loses the cape. Oh, that was risky. Ooh.
Yep, that can definitely happen if you pull back just a little too early trying to cape cancel there.
By the way, orb. I'm not used to him coming that fast.
All right, we'll see if they stick to bottom route or go top. A little safer up there. Maiba taking the below. Same with Bob. Oh, thankfully they still have their cape. Maiba gaining a little bit of time.
It looks like Maiba gained a couple seconds there on Retro Bob as well. Maiba, just to point out again, is currently coming into today's runs with a second place seed ranking, just behind Louis, who is ahead by about 8 seconds. Just under 8 seconds on the average time coming in today. So Maiba can get a time that beats that 20, or his slowest time so far is a 33:32 out of the 3 that qualify. And if he can get a faster time than that, that can give him a better seeding. That can possibly give him the top seeding over Louis.
And we're going to see Maiba solidify his lead, getting that sandbar clip. It is
Very
definitely
nice.
going to help him out there.
Very nice.
So he's going to be exiting even sooner than Retro Bob. All right, and he is making his way into the last fortress before the Bowser fight. One of the worst fortresses. We've seen the most deaths in here so far due to those crushers.
Yeah, this fortress likes to claim victims. Ooh, lost the peace beat for a moment, but he has to stay in here for a while anyway, so he should be okay. He's out. And Retro Bob is about, I want to say about 10, well, not too far behind him. Mario is actually right behind him coming in. So it's still very close between the three runners. All it takes is a mistake by Maiba and maybe another one by Retro Bob, and Umari could win this race.
Retro Bob cutting it super close, doing a great job missing those crushers so far.
Maiba finishes the Reznor fight. Very good pace. 30-58 right now. So he might be coming very close to his longest time that I was referring to, 33-32. It's going to come very close to that, but still a very good run by Maiba when he gets to the final fight here.
Phenomenal run so far. And Bob getting out. Same with Umar. Dude, these runs are absolutely on fire.
Venom plays showing off that Yoshi can eat moles, by the way.
It was very dangerous getting hit by that mole. That mole claims capes. I'm very surprised that those hitboxes didn't mesh. Oh, Bob getting that fancy fly. Very fancy fly over to Bowser's door, not taking the spin jump. Ooh, and Umar missing the needle thread, losing his cape to the Guardian. He's going to be doing this fight small.
Oh my.
Or no cape, I guess. He can't get the midway, which he did. All right, Retro Bob losing cape on phase 1. Ooh, and Bowser throwing that other Koopa off to the left, which can happen when you lose cape, meaning he will not be getting ball skip this time, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a not much of a time loss, but it is a small time loss. I want to say about 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, ball skip's definitely a big time loss. It might be able to give... Well, Umar does not have a Koopa either.
And he's also small now, so he has to pick up the mushroom if he wants to maintain an extra hit, which he's doing. And Maiba is moving on to phase 3 of the fight. He is healthy with his cape.
Yeah, Maiba has shown off some sick cape tech.
Yeah, showing off some swag here.
Celebrating a great run.
Looks like I might have estimated a little bit low there as well. Looks like he's running on a 33-35 or 33-40 at this point. Ooh, takes a hit there. And actually lost the Mecha Koopa. That's going to give him a little bit more time for Retro Bob. But Retro Bob has to get 2 hits. Maiba only needs 1. Maiba's Bowser has stopped. He's going to get his GG right here. Bob's going to get both of his. And that's GG for both of them, I believe. Yep, Bob get the second hit right now. That's GG for both of them. What a race between these two runners. Maiba finishes the race. Now, believe it or not, that was not first. Oh, that was first place. Maiba finished in first place with a 34 minutes flat. Maiba registered 1 second slower, 34.01 in second place. Wow. And Dabs Carries came with a 34.11 in third place. And we should be seeing Umari. Umari did finish with a time of 34 minutes and 21 seconds. So the top 4 runners within 21 seconds of each other. That was a race.
Yeah, absolutely impressive runs. Venom play getting crushed. As we've seen so many times before for so many different runners. It's going to take him back to the beginning.
Yeah, that crusher would be awful.
All right, and we will be setting up race 5 out of 6 here at the No Star World Winter Tournament. For the qualifier rounds, we'll be setting the bracket off these seeded, or we'll be setting the bracket seeds off of these qualifier rounds, averaging the top 3 times for the runners.
Normally at this point, I would say that if you have not played yet, you can join too. But unfortunately, at this point, as Venom Play runs into the crusher this time, unfortunately, because there are only 2 races left, anyone not having played yet can't really take part from here forward. So settle in, watch these last 2 races with us. We got some good runners on here for you to watch today. And this is definitely entertaining, watching these really fast runners going through this game.
Absolutely. If these qualifiers are any indication of the things we'll be seeing during the tournament, this is going to be one heck of a tournament.
Oh, Venom Play just keeps running into that one of those crushers. He gets another one. That's costing him a lot of time by running into these things consistently. And this time he goes to find a power-up of some sort so he can hopefully survive the future run. And by the way, thank you to Choco Mantis for the Twitch Prime sub, a new subscriber. Always love to have new subscribers. Welcome to the family. We'll go ahead and we'll let the credit music play here because we can't use Venom Play's audio anyway, so we'll just let the credit music play. As we have him still going through the Chocolate Fortress. Don't run into the crusher, please, Venom Play. Don't run into the crusher. Taking it safe here, makes it this time. And he's through. He just has to beat a Resner, and he's finally through the stage. Taking it very carefully because he's small. Doesn't want to give up. Ooh, this is going to be tight. He's going to have to ride the rails. He's on the rails. He has to wait for the rails to go around a cycle, move to the platform. There it is. He managed to make it through Resner with rail ride.
All right, good job to Venom for getting through that fortress. He'll be heading on to the Bowser fight to finish up his.
So looking at about a 40-30 or so right now, I would say. Oh, maybe a little longer. I should really stop saying these things.
And that curse will happen, I'm sure. You know, most people who race can tell you as soon as you take 1 or 2, maybe 3 deaths, they just keep snowballing.
Yeah, he's just having some unfortunate luck right now. Taking a quick look at Venom Play's averages here, it looks like his longest time is a 30. I want to say it's a 37:47 is the longest time of his qualifying time. So this time will not count in his average. I think he's just trying to finish the run because you feel better once you finish the run. It doesn't hover over you for the next run to have a run that you weren't able to finish. So I think he just wants to finish this out.
Yep, absolutely. We always give props to runners here who want to take it all the way to Bowser.
And while we're watching that, I want to point out that we just crossed another finish with Classic James. Official 5th place time of 39 minutes and 11 seconds for this run. Get your GGs in chat for Classic James. Why don't we still have a couple other runners going here as well? I know Charlie Boy is still running. He's trying to get at least a couple better times in his seedings. And Yoshi is also still running as well. So actually, yeah, Yoshi is still in the run as well.
Wow, that's surprising. He must have had a rough go of it this run.
Yeah, it
Not
seems like
uncommon.
every runner will have that rough go once in a while, and there's only so much you can do when you have a rough go. You just do the best you can with it.
Yep, absolutely. Looks like Venom's going into his phase 3.
Got the first hit. Just needs to get one more hit. At this point, I can now say that Yoshi did finish with 6th place with a time of 40 minutes and 45 seconds. So get your DDs in chat for Yoshi. And Venom Play, even though his timer seems to have stopped at that, his official SRL time was 40 minutes and 56 seconds. So get your DDs in chat for Venom Play as well. All 4 of our featured runners are done. We are going to be probably setting up for the next race right now. So before we take a quick break here to get set up for the next run, W. Carrick, any other thoughts on that race?
I just hope we see more as close as that one was. That one was incredible.
That was a fantastic race. Retro Bob and Maiba were close the entire way, and Umari was right on their heels in case either of them made a mistake. So that was a fantastic race. I agree with you, and I hope that the other races are somewhat like that as well. And a quick shout out as well to Baba Bum for a Twitch Prime sub as well. Also a new subscriber. Thank you for the support. Screen Gaming definitely does appreciate that. We're going to take a quick break here here on the Super Mario World Nose Star World Tournament qualifiers. We have 2 more races up ahead. Stay tuned for 2 more exciting races.